In a world overflowing with new hardware and software, how do you get a dealer to sell your product? Like all new or existing companies, you may have tried multiple approaches. For some companies, getting their product through distribution is a major milestone. But then, when was the last time your distributor even recommended your product? Perhaps you may have tried direct dealer mailings. It only takes a quick peek at a local dealer's Monday mailbox to realize you're not the only one who's thought of dealer mailings. If you've got the resources, you might try massive but expensive ad campaigns. Isn't it a pity, though, to pour tens of thousands of dollars into advertising, sometimes even millions, only to have your ad go unseen? Distribution and advertising are all part of an effective marketing campaign and help establish mind share. However, there's got to be an easier, less expensive way to get it. There is. Send in the TempReps. TempReps, based in Roy, Utah, is the nation's largest technical demonstration firm. The company introduces new products to dealers in the single most effective way, one-on-one. The president, Alan Hall, founded TempReps primarily to introduce his own network products to computer dealers nationwide.
A few years ago, I was the president of a software company that needed services of educating the dealers all over the United States. We could not find that service, so we started it internally, and that has since become TempReps. And TempReps now has grown phenomenally over the last number of years, starting in 1988. And we began with clients such as Generic Software and Autodesk and Canon and Mitsubishi and Ashton Tate and Hewlett Packard, and have grown from there to have
Since its
like
conception in 1988, TempReps has worked side by side with some of the world's leading software and hardware manufacturers. It has introduced both IBM and Macintosh products for companies like Generic CAD, Lotus, Ashton Tate, Hewlett Packard, Macromind, Autodesk, Sony, and dozens of other companies. Many of these companies have been so happy with the success of the TempRep program that they have become repeat customers.
About those too, so we can answer questions. So you've done a really amazing job. It's really met all of our objectives, what we wanted to. And so anyway, just thanks a lot for all your hard work and professionalism. So because you did so good, or did so well, we're going to hire you again. We want you to go out there and do it again for us. And that probably, we've got to get the timing and everything sorted out. But
there are several reasons why vendors decide to go with the TempRep program. First, a one-on-one approach with TempReps is the best method of introducing your product.
This is an excellent way to put more feet on the street, whether you're using representatives now and you just want to add to that, or whether you want to completely start with a sales force. I think you have to be in the channel. I don't think you can get the channel's attention unless you have an individual who actually goes into a location and really talks face-to-face with the reseller. And I think this is a way to get
I was actually referred to TempReps by the GeoWorks organization, and my organization, Appoint, is a very small organization. We needed awareness. We needed our product to be actually demonstrated to the dealer, and you must put this product in the dealer's hands in order for him to appreciate the features and benefits. TempRep does that for us.
There's a couple of products that I have sold and carried just because of the TempReps that brought the products to my attention. I would have never thought or even knew anything about those products without their intervention and bringing those products to us. So as far as valuing that type of service from TempReps, it has helped me out greatly. I made money.
Any day if I've got 10 word processors and a TempRep walks on and it shows me one and I like it, then I don't have to worry about going through the other 9 pieces of software because I don't have the time. Most companies don't.
As effective as personal demonstrations are, why then are they so often neglected? One reason is the expense and effort of hiring additional employees as permanent full-time reps. By the time you gear up with a personnel department to hire qualified people, pay them, including benefits, buy them expensive equipment, pay for relocation and car expense, training cost, and downtime while moving and setting up an area, you're looking at over $9,000 setup cost the first month, per rep. Unfortunately, with this substantial startup cost, you hire far fewer reps than you need, and by the time they can even see all the dealers, your new product window of opportunity is past. In addition, once your initial product push has ended, you often need half as many reps for ongoing support, resulting in additional costs like unemployment and equipment loss. This brings us to the second advantage to hiring TempReps. It is cost-effective and efficient.
We use the TempReps because our sales go up. We have a program to reach several end users who buy from resellers, and the resellers can be reached more effectively and in higher quantities in a shorter period of time with the TempReps than without them.
You know, when we wanted to introduce the Bernoulli 90 product, we wanted to make sure that a lot of dealers knew very quickly about this new product and all of its features, because there's a number of features involved in the new product and marketing programs that went with it. So we used the TempReps to augment our own salespeople in order to reach more dealers more quickly over a very short period of time. So within 90 days, instead of hitting maybe 500 to 600 dealers, we were able to hit over 1,500 dealers across the country at the same time. I thought that was a very effective use of the TempRep organization.
Right, here we are in Utah doing training sessions with the TempReps. It's a beautiful sunny day and we're now enjoying lunch. It's been a very successful session. We went through a lot of material this morning, and I've certainly enjoyed working with the TempReps this morning, and we have another session tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing the results in the roadshow that follows.
In addition to new product introduction, we can also help with a lot of the big shows. For example, Autodesk had me go to SoftTeach. Samna, that was just bought by Lotus, had me go to Comdex to help out. I've done a television show. I've done a lot of the big user groups. So in addition to just new product introduction, we can also help you later out in the field, because we all live in our areas, and it's a lot less expensive just to have one of the TempReps pop in to do the show than to have to fly out a whole crew of people and set up. And we already know the product because we might have helped you previously. I think it...
Instead of staying away from home for weeks, with long, grueling days at shows and expos, while spending thousands on motels, transportation, food, and air flights, allow us to have our local qualified TempReps help out. Not only is the temporary quality help convenient, it is considerably less expensive and a more efficient use of your time and money. Inevitably, your family will also appreciate it. Additional efficiencies also arise from hiring TempReps. Administration is minimal because we are a nationwide corporation. Unlike local independents, there only needs to be one training session, not dozens, with one centralized contact. Information can be quickly disseminated by calling the toll-free headquarter hotline, or better yet, by leaving complete details for all the reps on the TempRep BBS.
I really like the fact that TempReps is set up a way where you can communicate online with the reps. They have a call-in service where if you have an urgent message you want to update or some information you really want to get out to the TempReps, they have their own computer kind of online service, kind of like a...
Our streamlined channels help make your work easier and more efficient. The third advantage of hiring TempReps is that you cannot get more capable representatives to initiate your dealer-to-dealer campaign. With TempReps, we don't hire just anybody. Our reps are screened and tested. We hire only winners.
At TempReps, we don't hire just anybody. We're looking for people who are going to be winners, people who have great backgrounds in computer science and marketing and teaching, people who can represent your company very well, people that you can be very proud of to take your product to the dealers of the United States.
Just on our way in here this evening, we were talking with Alan about the quality of the people that he has working with him, and the effort that he's made to attract the highest qualified, and as well as the people who have the real enthusiasm to do this kind of work. We're very impressed with the team that he's been able to assemble, and in particular the strategic areas that he is manning the market with his channel specialists.
Well, I think first of all that we did our homework before re-enlisting additional tours, and that we found that the people that had worked with them in the past were very pleased with their enthusiasm, their product knowledge, and just their general overall work ethic. I think they're a great group. They've got a lot of enthusiasm, and we're very happy to be working with them.
TempReps that have come into the store are excellent. They really they do a perfect job of demoing. It gives us ideas on how to demo the software and the hardware as well.
I think it's the best. The dealer gets all the information he needs, and one of the best.
Those reps that make it through our screening process are then trained by both TempReps and the current vendors. As a vendor, you will have a chance to personally instruct the reps working on your product. At the beginning of your tour, we assemble our nationwide reps in Utah for training. We would expect you to send one or more of your most prepared representatives who can demonstrate and train the TempReps on your company, its product, its market, its competitors, dealer specials, and most importantly, your expectations.
I really think that if you want to get the most out of this thing, you should send your best people. Manufacturers should prepare and be ready to use the time well, because the more time you can spend, it seems like there's no wrapping up early with TempReps. It seems like the more time there is, the more questions they'll ask, and they'll just keep
We are
going.
delighted when vendors come with scripts and materials complete and well prepared. How well you prepare the TempReps will often determine how effective your tour becomes. To help you, we usually ensure surroundings that are pleasant, relaxed, yet efficient, while also allowing you time to get to know the people you'll be working with, honorable people who take pride in getting results.
Not only have the TempReps helped increase the number of our dealer base tremendously, but their efforts in quality work at the store level with each store is so effective that it's a significant contributor to the fact that 3 months later we were on all the bestsellers lists from the distributors and number 3 industry-wide in PC Magazine.
I can't afford to go to as many trade shows as I would want to. I know the trade shows are where you're at to get the latest and greatest information on a number of products, but I'm running a retail business here. I have to be here. I'm married to the store. I have to be here all the time. TempRep comes to me. I like that.
What my basic comment about TempReps and a word to the manufacturers is basically I've got a limited amount of shelf space in my store, and if I haven't seen the product, regardless of how much I've heard about it, okay, through magazines or what have you, I'm probably not going to put it on the shelf, and I'm not going to buy it. Most products are not push products; they're pull products, and if people like me don't buy it, okay, and put it on the shelf, it's not going to see the light of day.
I'll give you one example. One TempRep came out and demonstrated Gamma Link, GammaFax software and hardware, and I had, as far as fax for local area networks, I really didn't know of any, and it was a good demonstration. And I have a customer that actually, after seeing it, bought it.
TempReps having an individual walk in through that door saying, I'm here to show you the latest Lotus 123 product, Magellan, whatever it might be. The fact that they're there and I know that I can see it right away and I can have most of my questions answered just makes me so much more inclined to go ahead and buy that product. I would say that if I had a...
We appreciate the time you've taken to review the TempRep program. We believe our program is the best method of educating the dealer channel. It is efficient and extremely cost-effective, and our reps are some of the best in the industry. People you can be proud are representing your product. We would be more than happy to meet with you to discuss your product and see if we can meet your needs.
We invite you today to contact TempReps. We're in a position where we can help you with the reseller channel. We'd like to take the opportunity to sit down with you to look at your needs and see where we might be of assistance. We feel we have excellent representatives out in the area throughout the United States who can help you with your rollout. We would like this opportunity to tell you more, and we anticipate being in touch with you in the very near future.
At TempReps, we've helped dozens of companies to reach new heights in sales performance. We invite you to rise with us. If you decide to participate in our program, you could be one of the many vendors who have had an incredible tour with TempReps.
Send him a request. Give us one. Come on, smile. Okay, good.